Okay, I didn't remember the important thing that I wanted to say. That'll probably come to me when I'm going through like my medical paperwork or whatever, because I thought it was really cool, but I don't remember it. But socially, I did get to do two things in the last couple of weeks. The Saturday before my surgery, my husband works for our local independent film coalition doing films, and they had just like this fun film project, so I got to go and see that because it felt like something really sedentary, and like I wouldn't have to talk because it was sitting in the movies. And then they rolled out the version of film series that's being shot locally by all local film directors, film actors, film writers, cinematographers, and we're an up-and-coming film town, but we're not like, I don't live in Los Angeles, so we're not like a famous film town, so we're trying really hard, the group is trying really hard to get something going to put us on the map film-wise. So it was cool to watch the birth of like the new film channel, the independent film channel, and that kind of stuff. And then because I was in town, the film people always go to a place to eat, but 2 doors down there used to be this old ice cream place, and it closed. Well, it is now a Moroccan restaurant, and you can order Moroccan food at the window, and then next door to them is a nail salon, but the space on the other side of the nail salon was open for rent. So what you do is you order your food at the window, and then you go sit in the space and they bring you your food. We had already eaten at the place where the film people gather, but because I hadn't seen any of my friends in about a month, one of my besties came with her boyfriend, and we went to the Moroccan place and had the best ever tea. I mean, I'm not a heavy tea drinker, but this stuff was amazing. It was like hummingbird nectar. It was light and clear and sweet, and did a better job at mellowing me out than most prescriptions I have to mellow me out. And then everybody had a different kind of crepe. I had a banana and chocolate crepe, and the crepes were more substantial than, say, a French crepe. I think there was like some wheat and stuff in the batter too, so it was sort of a heartier and more savory. Anyway, so that was my one social thing, and my best friend and I shared 2 pots of that tea, and it was just so mellow, and such a lovely little place to be. Like, we threw cushions on the floor and just sort of laid there and drank tea, and our fellows, who are not particularly social people, were very comfortable with sitting in the silence while she and I jabbered on, because it wasn't very populated place. So that's one of the cool things I got to do outside of the home in the last month and a half. And then Sunday, my husband's son, so my stepson, but he's 16, so it's sort of hard to say stepson when he's almost an adult, but had his first date, and it had to be supervised, and so I really pushed myself. I wasn't really ready to go anywhere, but because the mother of the girl was only comfortable if there was another girl there, I went with them to the zoo. And I couldn't walk very far and go the several miles to see some of my favorite animals, but we did get to see there's a new polar bear at our zoo, and his name's Nikita, and so we got to watch Nikita a lot because he's near the front. And then my absolute favorite thing to do is feed the lorikeets. Lorikeets are like tiny parrots, and you get a little cup of nectar, and you go in and they do feeding several times a day, and you hold your arm out and they land on your head and your arms, and they drink from the cups, and it's just like one of my all-time favorite things to do. So didn't get to see a lot of the zoo, but did get to see the new polar bear and the lorikeets, and I think I'm going to do a little film thing of that, just because I haven't put a film together in a while, or a little photograph thing, so that you can see the lorikeets and the polar bear, and I think there are photographs of tigers and stuff like that. So, and that's just sort of fun. And and I left the house. I was very exhausted from it. And sore. I rented a wheelchair because I've been sort of, my joints have been giving me trouble again. But I did do some walking and then just sat in the chair when I needed a rest, so that was good. And then tonight, had a couple of friends over, impromptu, one who I'm going to do that show with, so she was bringing me my script, because I've got a lot of lines to start memorizing. And then another who's just in the mood for some company right now. And so we hung out, and my friend is really great at reading tarot, so she read some tarot, and I don't know, we hung out for an hour. and you know, old me would think, gosh, like, what a boring person, but I'm excited that I've been able to do that much social, and I think it's important when we all are able to do it that we share that information just so that other people can hear about things that go on in the world, because I always love it when I hear people like Maggie went on a trip, and you know, Sally New has outings and friends that come over, or things that she gets in the mail and she shares them, and I think that that's really nice to talk about things that go on in the world, because our experience of the world can be sort of skewed because we spend a lot of time at home on couches in front of televisions when we can't read. And so anyway, I wanted to share those things, and I probably will put a little picture slideshow together of the zoo experience that I had. And that was it. I just wanted to introduce it as my stepson's first date. They're teenagers, so they hated having their picture taken, so I don't have very many, but of them, but I will show them. And yeah, so that was it. It just was additional stuff that I wanted to share. I'm sure this is just as rambly as the other one, but I wanted to pre-explain my slideshow so I didn't have to spend time putting captions on it. It's from the zoo. And, okay, yeah. Stay well, stay happy. Tell me what you did socially so I can live vicariously through you. And hopefully I'll remember that cool thing, because I remember hearing about it and going, oh my gosh, medically we should all be doing this. And it was something really simple, but I don't freaking remember what it was. So, stay well until I bother you next. I'm up, it's about 4 in the morning, and I've really slept and had a lot of fevers and stuff like that, and now I'm up tonight. I'm in quite a little bit of pain, but I think I must be feeling better if I'm not a zombie. So, hope you're all doing well, and share with me your social stories, even if it's just somebody stopping by your house, because that's cool too. It's nice when people care enough to do that. So, take care. Talk to you soon.